fact, this November, Rhode Islanders will make one of the most important decisions in our state's history. Our next governor will inherit a state with one of the highest unemployment rates in the country and a looming deficit of $500 million. We are in the midst of a jobs crisis, and our economic future is on the line. And beyond the statistics, thousands of our fellow Rhode Islanders are suffering because they can't find work and are worried about their long-term future. The question that our citizens need to ask is, who is best able to lead Rhode Island at this critical time? Certainly experience is important. So too are the candidates' ideas for our future. We need a governor who can combine real-world experience with new ideas and the integrity and balance to lead Rhode Island to a new way forward. That is why today I am announcing my candidacy for the governor of Rhode Island. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We do have to change the way business and politics work in Rhode Island. Our state has a long tradition of independence, tolerance, and a deep commitment to equality. I believe that running as an independent will free me from the constraints that party politics impose on candidates. This freedom will allow me to bring in the best people from both major parties to solve our problems. The standard for government service in these trying times must be what you can do for our state, not who you know in politics. In asking for your vote, I'm proud to point to my record as a mayor and as your United States Senator. During particularly turbulent times, I might add, I was elected to lead Warwick during a recession where people in business were feeling the kind of pain they're feeling today. By promoting teamwork, offering energetic and consistent leadership, and making smart decisions every day, we improved city services from recreational fields to sewers, set the highest standards for ethical conduct, invested heavily in public education, strengthened neighborhood pride, all while keeping the cost of government below inflation. Businesses knew they could rely on an honest and efficient government which made doing business less complicated and less costly. I initiated an era of wise growth in Warwick, and today, our greatest liability, and considered by many, the airport is now primed to become its biggest economic asset. Thank you. As your senator, I refuse to participate in zealous partisan politics. By demonstrating a willingness to work with both parties to form consensus, I was able to shepherd my brownfields revitalization plan through Congress and ultimately into law. As a result, thousands of derelict properties are being put to productive use across the country. The new Johnson & Wales campus on the Providence-Cranston line is just one of the revitalized sites, creating hundreds of jobs for Rhode Islanders. This bill is also known as the Small Business Liability Protection Law. We need a governor who has a record of helping small businesses, the backbone of our economy. In the Senate, I stood against strong headwinds when I thought our leaders were wrong. I demonstrated my independence by voting against the Bush tax cuts that hurt our middle class, undermined our economy, and plunged us into historic deficits. My vote protected the clean air laws and the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. On every environmental issue, I stood tall. Not many saw through the fog of falsehoods and voted against the rush to war in Iraq, but I did. I'm very proud of my record of independence and always doing what is right for Rhode Island and for our country. It is critical that Rhode Island's next governor has a record of sound leadership in difficult times and a strategy for turning our state's economy around. We need a leader who understands the role that education plays in our economic development. Good schools are the key to strong communities where families can live and businesses can relocate and prosper. Increasingly, job training is vital so that workers can gain new skills that will allow us to attract companies to our state and develop the high-tech, clean-tech, and biotech jobs of the future. As governor, I will make education a centerpiece of our economic strategy. Governor Rell of Connecticut has proposed a merger of her state's VOTEC and community college systems. This middle college system is an innovative way for the state to be intimately involved in creating a skilled workforce. I like this idea, and I will follow the progress across our border. We must start early and work deliberately to craft an honest budget that doesn't transfer the pain to the local level. As governor, I'll be a fierce opponent of shifting the state's problems onto the backs of the property taxpayer. There are three keys to dealing with Rhode Island's budget woes. First, the state must control government spending and be more efficient. As governor, I will be a visible and vital force at all departments and agencies of the state. I did this as mayor and believe it is essential for any leader of an organization to hear firsthand from the people who are on the front lines. As governor, I will not need a year-long blue ribbon commission to tell me we're wasting millions and millions of dollars at the central landfill. I do believe in hands-on management, and I believe our state needs that kind of leadership and needs it now. Second, I pledge to be a champion of the property taxpayer. The insidious property tax dampens exactly what we want to encourage: good schools, home ownership, and business growth. I will be a partner with our mayors and town managers as we work together with the General Assembly to repeal many of the costly state mandates on our cities and towns.